Uh, Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am very honored to speak to you this evening. And my prayer is that my message, I pray that God can help us get the message today. My name is Greatness-DENIS. Just if you have recently joined us or we haven't met, my name is Greatness-DENIS, and I'm calling in from western part of Uganda, in particular Mbarara. I am married to Rachel. And between us, we have 3 children. Both of us went to school. And I met New Life opportunity at a time I needed it. I actually met New Life in my senior 6 vacation. A friend of mine, I was at a time I needed this opportunity. I am a firstborn in the family of 4. We lost our dad. So I grew up in that humble family. I was also reminded that the humble family stops at 30 years. So past 30, you are the family now, you know. I am above 30 years. So although I will tell you the message, you know. We lost our dad at an early age. So going to school was an issue. In fact, I always tell some of my friends that I went to the head teacher. I think, in P4, P5 at Mbara Junior Primary School. And I told Kananura, who was the head HM that time, I told him that my mom, okay, my mom can't afford, of course, she could afford the money, but I told her, I became a business person a long time ago. You can imagine, I went to a head teacher and I told him, my mom can't afford this fees, so you reduce. And in the whole school, I had my only fees. I was paying my only fee structure. I had my fee structure minus others. I used to go to the cafe that time, and I got a sponsorship. I had a Canadian family that paid my fees from senior 1 up to senior 6, and I got it myself. That is me. So the sponsorship was stopping at senior 6, and I had no money. My mother couldn't now afford to take me to campus. In my senior 6 vacation is when I met New Life. A friend of, we are doing coaching together at Mbarai School. This guy told me, I joined an international company. They have programs for health. They have agriculture. They have good healthcare, home care products. They have, you know. And in the end, he said there is also money. I said, now talk about money. Forget about these other things you've just mentioned. Talk about money, because my challenge was money. I wanted to go to campus. I was looking at my brothers and sisters not going to school. Now, my sisters are thinking these guys are going to be get married to border guys. And that would really haunt me. So when this guy told me there is money, I had more reasons to say yes than my excuses. And I said yes. That time I paid 100,000 Uganda shillings to become part of the New Life opportunity. Today you need about 360,000, which is still little money. Do you know, I had just bought a phone from a UTL promotion. I bought it 80,000. That money, I used to, in my holidays, I would go to those construction sites and I do some petty work and I get some money. So I just bought a phone from a UTL promotion and I sold it at 60. Now, they demanded me more 40,000. My mother could afford that, but she refused. She said she knew these things and I left her. I went and lied one of my uncles, who up to today, I thank God that he didn't ask me questions. I think God spoke to him. He gave me the balance, and that's how I started. Now, as we talk about business, I will tell you the most important thing to becoming successful in this business. Actually, it is not the people, it's not the products. You know, some of you distributors have a lot of excuses, lame excuses of the poor. So many products are expensive, so many what prices change every time. People don't have money. Those are lame excuses. All those are not important, actually. All those are not important. What is important is you. What is important is you. You see, the outside forces don't matter. The outside forces don't matter. What matters is the person seated where you're seated now. It's the most important. If you're just joining us, you're new, you're not yet a member. I want to tell you what is important. You're becoming successful. It is you. That's the person responsible for your success. If that person in you says, yes, I am going to do it, you will do it. So the first person responsible for your success is you. I remember at one point my mother told me that she even prayed for me to quit my business because she would look at me, I have no money, I am busy. She would look at me and I said, I thank God that God didn't hear your prayers. However, you're my mother. I thank God that God didn't hear your prayers. But do you know what today? Today I am a son. And you can't become a son today if you don't have the money. You note that one, young people. Sons and daughters are the ones that have money. If you don't have money, you're a regular child. But if you're to become a son or a daughter, you must have the money. So when you have the money, you are the finance minister of the family. You know that when you don't have the money, they can still do a meeting at home and they don't invite you. So today I'm a son. Today I speak and they listen. Any decision done at home, I must be the first person to be consulted. Why? So I made a decision, I joined, and I want to tell you, like I said, what matters is you. Now, after you is what you want. What do you want? Yes, when you say like money, we say everyone wants money. But how badly do you need the money? How badly do you need that money? How badly do you need the success? My first goal when I joined was to go to campus. That was my first goal. Go to campus, finish, come and help my brothers and sisters. How urgent is your need? How urgent is your goal? You know, some of us are not making the money in this business. Some of us are not stopping, and some of us are not growing. Some of us incomes are not growing because, you have settled to average. If you make 300,000, if your job gives you 1 million shillings or 2 million shillings and you pay your bills and that's all. You are among the people that say, thank God it's a Friday. What's your goal? So that's key. The other important aspect in building this business is, what do you want? How badly is your goal? How badly do you want to achieve that goal that you mentioned? Today, my goal is not, of course, to go to school and help my brother. Today, let me tell you what makes me mad today, what makes me do what I do today. By 45 years, I don't want to be, I want to have everything I need. Not because I want to go and buy a car of 100 million shillings disturbs me. I want to have everything I need by. In fact, one of the things I'm working on is that I want to compress my 45 years goal now before I get there. One of our dreams is to have a country home situated on 20 acres with an orchard, with the fish ponds, with all those kind of things. And on that country home, we shall also put a leadership factory where we can call world team members and directors will go there, slaughter our cows, our goats, and what have they. We spend like a weekend there planning for success. Managers and senior managers and distributors will not come to our leadership factory in my country home. It's going to be world team members and above. I've told you earlier, if you don't want to work, you always hear that world team members had gone to the country, had gone to the country home. What do you want? How badly? Now we have just started the month of October. There are people that every month they say, next month I'm going to do it. Next month I'm going. You have become next month. This month I was not serious. Next month, trust me, God is going to find you saying next month. Even 20 years is going to find, if you don't make another important point to be, you're becoming successful. Have that, have the spirit of urgency. Have the spirit of, I will do it now. Some of us don't have that one. You think you have time, but you don't have time. Do not have time. Today you have an opportunity, tomorrow you don't have an opportunity. Actually, the one thing I've learned, when COVID came, one of the things I learned in COVID, I'm still renting. And everything was closed, going out, going home. I said, wait a minute. You mean the world can become like this? I was in my landlord's house. I said, wait. You mean something like this can come and we stay here? You mean the incomes can be affected this much? Of course, for us, we are making a lot of money because we're in a business that is not limited. We started building March 2021 and entered our house in what? No, Umkwamwenda. We were already inside, though it was not completed, but we were already inside. We made a lot of money. Our business is not limited. Have you thought about that? What happens if tomorrow you don't have legs? I know a certain couple, they are all working with internet. One was working with a bank, another one was working with a government institution. So one of them lost a job and marriage stopped there. And one of them said, I cannot stay with a partner who's not working. Why would you settle with that little income? Yet you can make more. There are some of us who have settled. What you get a salary. When it comes, you pay this, you pay rent, you pay what? You're just comfortable in the landlord's house. You're just comfortable paying after 30 days. The other important thing is that we have got to make a decision. Have you made a decision to succeed? Is your plan ready to move? Is your goal ready to move? Now, the other important point is, do you know what you do? Do you know, are you hungry to learn? I get upset with some people. You ask, you want to become a director. What does it take to become a director? You don't know. How many points do you have? You don't know. Do you know Bakuga office? You don't know. In fact, some of you need to put off those smartphones because they are not making any sense to you. What are you using? Because what you're using, your smartphones, in fact, it's best you get this. I want you to take charge of your business. If this business, for me, do you know that I calculate my commission every day? I calculate. I must make sure that I make profits every single day. In fact, if a day goes by and I've not made profits, I'm sad. I'm not. How? Every day you spend money. So are you okay? If you spend money every day, not make money every day, are you okay? And someone goes, week 1, week 2, week 3, not making profits. Origi, are you mentally fine? Because every day we spend money. Some of us are not eating well because we don't have money. Why would you settle you're in you're in a landlord's house and you're settling. That's all. There are some people I see and I say, God, surely if these people come, you should really beat them. If they don't want to change, in fact, I pray for some people. If these people don't change the way we have talked now, like you guys, you people that are on our teams, we have tried our best. There's no person that can commit and do what we talk about every single day, and after a year, you're not earning 2 million shillings. Majority of people that I see here just get motivated in just 2-3 days. The other day, you don't even know what you set. Some of us here set goals. The other day, I was setting goals with some leaders in the office, from the office. What I know, some of them have already forgotten what they said. Now that's what has kept some of us poor. You are not consistent. Sometimes you see, they say human brain works very well under pressure. Put pressure on. Some of you haven't put pressure on. By the way, some of us work like we are broke. Did you know? Some of us work like we are broke. Like me, I work like I'm broke. If I show you my phone, I tell you my daily program, I work like I'm broke. Now there are those that are broke and work like they are rich. You have a date on phone, you have a date on MTN or the Airtel, na airtime ni bakubanja. You're eating poor food. There are people who eat poor food. You sleep with saucepans, and you're working like you're a 5-diamond director. The other day I was telling a guy, man, you're young. At your age, would sleep for me. I remember very well, would leave hotels because we didn't have even offices. Would go to hotels. I got a customer. There's a restaurant here in Mbara called Baguma Restaurant. I got a customer. Baguma was on High Street that time. I remember even the food was at 6,000 that time, very many years ago. It was at 10:45. There's a business lady. She comes from Kabohe. Now, we were on the table and I started chatting with her. At 11, it was close to 10 something, close to 11. I was in a restaurant seated. I had finished eating, but I was just there prospecting. I got that customer about 10 years ago from Baguma Restaurant. Up to today, she's still buying from me. I even go to her shop and visit her shop. She's in Kabohe. Some of you, you're rushing home. You're rushing in a landlord's home. And you're broke. You're behind your bills. How do you start a day without a program? How do you leave your home without a program? I'm going to talk about TV. How do you leave your home without a business program? You see, I cannot leave home without knowing what I'm going to do. I know how much, like I was telling you, me every day, I have I know how much I should add on my commission. I check my commission on back office. Some of you even don't know their back office numbers. You don't know your account. You don't know your New Life ID, and you claim to be a serious distributor. I'm not serious. If we unmute majority of you, can you tell me your ID number? Do you know it in your head? If you spend a week, there is no business person that doesn't see what is flowing on their account. It is okay, even if you have 0 personal points, open it, see 0. open it another time, C0, open it another time. You see, psychologically, you'll be affected. You see, because I prepare for success, I am there. Like yesterday, I was sitting at office. I actually told the guys that were here. I was there, but because in fact the day was about to end, and the lady came, one of my clients, in just a minute, 200,000 profit. She actually didn't disturb me. She always disturbed me. She was ready to pay. Yes, God is not going to bless you if you're disorganized. God is not going to give you good people if you're not good. You have been reminded. Now, why would God give you good people? You are there complaining, Banange G1 is very expensive. How will you sell it? If you yourself, one time one of my distributors delivered TNN and I said, oh my God, she didn't know how TNN looks like. So she opened it in front of the customer. So the customer and her were all surprised. Noenda business ekukorere tokwenda kujeka. No, in that business, you're not ready to invest. But we have gone to, majority of us have gone to school. Look at how much you invested. Your life doesn't need that much. You're just here saying, Banange, I am not going for impact. A sentence I see you. I say, okay. The day you make a decision, it's the day when your business is going to change. What am I saying? We have got to sacrifice. By the way, let me also tell you something. That at a certain point in life, in this business, you must sacrifice. This is painful. At some point, you're even going to sacrifice your time. There's an Italian lady. The husband is a pilot. For her, she was a stay-home mother. And when the husband was invited, she's called. Some of you have heard Anna Maria Riccardi. So at a point, she was so busy that she didn't get time for the children. And the boys were complaining, but Mommy used to watch with us cartoons. You no longer. And the mom said, you know what? I am working on a project that I don't want to watch TV with you. I want to take you and you go and you see this Mickey Mouse and what? You see them physically. And this lady built a business. And she was able to take the children to see the guys they watch on TV physically. So at a certain point, you must sacrifice. Some of you are here, you're chairman of Mweziche, you're chairman of this, you're chairman of this. What has it paid you? Some of these duties you have to give them to these guys that have time. And build a business. Some of us are here, chairman here, but even when you're chairman here and chairman here, you don't have even money. If you're to appear significantly with money, the fact that you have attended the wedding meeting without it doesn't make sense if you haven't put money. Which ideas do you have when you don't have money? Atomora in ideas. Umuru tatensa. They say poor person can't sit with men to discuss many issues. We have got to make a decision, ladies and gentlemen. The other aspect that majority of us are not doing is consistency. You try today, they talked about posting, you post once. People are not responding. You want to you want to impregnate a lady now and they produce now. No. We have got to wait for 9 months. Do you know? Your next year's customers, your 5-year customer, 5 years to come, you're doing it now. In fact, if you're wasting time now, you're just eating you're just praying in money. Right now, you're supposed to be doing it. The other day, last month, this gentleman works in the IGG's office. I talked to him. In fact, he joined. He joined and quit. I think slept or became busy, I don't know. He joined 20 times. And I only saw business-wise, I saw him when I was doing a kit launch. I just, that's all business-wise. But I would meet him in town. Of course, driving and we wave to each other, you know. Recently, diabetes got him. And it was so serious. Now he came back. I tell you, when I get you and you come back sick, when I teach you and you don't listen, you wait for diseases to come. You have a special price I said to you. You have a special price I said to you for not listening very well. I have people that have a special price. You've had me talk of vital defense. I said it 800,000. To some people, there are people that have a special price for not listening. You talk to them, let them abuse you, let them refuse. When diabetes come, they are going to come. Now, some of us are not patient. You do something today, it doesn't work, you say, bas. What we tell you to persist. Do them, continue to do them. This business is like the other point you should write. This business is like wine. The longer, the better. The longer, the sweeter. Now for us, we enjoy it. I come to office, I sit there and I receive a phone. Like today, I received the phone call. Hey, so and so gave me your number and said you have a very good prostate pack. I said yes, we do. Me, I don't even explain that much. Money, this does this, this does this. I said the pack is this. This person sent 1.1 million shillings on my phone. That's what but like the other day, I was showing you on the chat the contacts I have. Even when we have worked, we are still working. Why? We need more money. One of our goals here, we want to build we want to construct a 3-storied apartment. Here in town, we want to buy 20 acres of land. We put a country home, put all the things have been. Now, if you put that in money, our plan for a 3-storied building, the guys charged us close to 7 million shillings. And you think 4 or 5 million shillings will do those things? You need a lot of income to achieve these things. The 20 acres I'm talking about, where I want to buy it, if I can tell you how much it is now. 20 acres. And you sleep and you achieve it. Tell me what's your goals, and they write, and you look at the work they're putting their goals. I say, but Mutere, can I slap this person? You sit and put what you want to achieve in monetary terms, put them in money, and you see that you're not supposed to be sleeping. Me, my sleeping time was reduced, by the way, from the start of this year. I sleep past midnight. Yes, I know. You say you're not having enough sleep. It is okay. One other thing I read from the scientists, they said if your body, if you're cleaning your body, if you're eating very well, that the body doesn't need a lot of many hours to does the cleaning and what. So I reduced on my hours and I worked on my body after getting the other one. For you sleep. Some of us are on this call and you sleep like you're competing with the dead. No, but you're behind your bills. We have got to make a decision to succeed. Like I'm saying, the day you make that decision, everything around you is going to change. The day you decide, I am going to do it, no matter what, everything around you is going to change. Everything around you is going to change. That much I know. Personally, I've made a decision. That's why I'm mad. But the business is not for normal people. If you want to think it's a Saturday, now let me relax. Saturday is for home. Sunday is this. Let me go home. And business is for mad people. Business never go at all. You must do things that others look at you and say you're crazy, so that you can have what they don't have. Today, what matters to me is, have I made money? Have I made a difference? That's why I'm born here. Even if you tell me to go to the high street and stand, talk to people, I will do it. And some of you, me, now with my titles, everyone knows me in Mbarara. I am very old. If you're not behind your bills, that's okay. But if you're behind your bills, we need to take you to the hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to make a decision. There is a lot of money in Neo Life, a lot. And I want to tell you, this Neo Life is better compared to other businesses. What do you need to invest in? You talk to some, you just need airtime, data today.